We're back. God, it has been a very long time. I know I missed you. Probably were pretty indifferent about me. Edith Finch. So, I found this game on the store thanks to my lovely friend Pryor who got me a little present for Christmas. And I thought it looked perfect for a return. To be perfectly frank. Now I'm going to try to get back to the chat so I can actually see what you beautiful people are saying. There we are. How's it going? Streaming. Oh, great. Now I can see what you guys are saying. Alright. So, we're on a boat. I'm on a boat. I think these islands are getting randomly generated. Alright. I suppose now is as good a time as any. Oh! Looks like I broke my arm.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Nope. It's private
Someone
property.
had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it. My brother Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up.
Alright. So... my brother got eaten by the house. I guess we're heading into Monster House. Fantastic.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Okay. Why? Anything you say about the flowers? Oh, that's a weird looking mailbox. Okay, I should call shenanigans on that. There is no way canceled the paper delivery once that boy disappeared.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Well, we won't be paying those today. Oh. Okay, so I might have been married at one point, if that ring is any indication.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
It's protected by video surveillance. But where?
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Wow. How absolutely deceitful. Not deceitful, but... what is down here? Okay. Which way is to the house? How do I go the opposite way? How do I go the opposite way when I can't see where the house is? Okay, we'll go this way.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Only the house knew the answers to. How ominous. Oh, hold on. That's to the house. Let's go anywhere but there. What's this way? What a nice waterfall. Do you have anything to say about that? We're gonna jump in the water. We're gonna dive in. No. Jesus, dark. Ooh. Hello, piano trill. So, literally all I know about this game is we play Edith Finch, and everybody in our family is dead. Push us to the edge, because all our family is dead. Now, I can't seem to figure out where I came from in order to go back up on that higher path. Is it this way? Oh, look, a deer. Or is it... I think this is it. Blend in with the mountain much. Maybe we'll see that deer again.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Well, enlighten me to them, because I don't see them. Oh. Hey, look, there's the deer. What up, deer? Alright. Deer don't want none of it. So it all just leads to the same place, except I could have taken the woods path. Huh. I mean, I felt like I knew that already, but... Oh, that's more missing posters. I hope they're of the same boy.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
There's... Oh!
I asked Edie once about the dragon in the pond. She said it had killed her husband. I was 6. It seemed like an odd joke to me, even then.
Yeah, it's all my brother. Alright. I guess now is as good a time as any to go into this death trap of a house.
The house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
I like how the text is, honestly, like, how it kind of floats Max Payne style.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Why? I'm sure I'll figure out why. Okay, there is someone who has a wheelchair in the Finch family. What's up back? Oh, they recycle. How prodigious. Are we gonna sneak in through the cat flap? Oh, I suppose it could be a doggy door, I mean. Oh, I can sneak in through the cat flap. Yeah, I'll try the front door first then. Ooh, I have a zoom.
I heard something moving around in the garage.
Oh, okay. You're gonna give me a choice, huh? There's Cyborg Eyes zoom feature.
Crawling
Hello?
through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Rabid animals? Hello? Smoky forest lacquer. Clean brush thinner. Oh, clear brush thinner. I can't read. Is that one of those smiley faces? No, but it might as well be. Oh, it's a tennis ball tied to a string. Ah. Okay, children. For those of you who aren't old enough, the reason people tied tennis balls to string and hung them off the ceiling in garages is so they wouldn't back up into the wall. They didn't have backup cameras. And that's your lesson of the day. What?
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Oh. Well, I hope I find a flashlight or something. Oh, speaking of the devil, grab the flashlight. Grab the flashlight. Grab that flashlight right there. Right there. Laundry detergent. Not even trying. Oh, here we go. What is it? Destructo Clean. Christ. Oh, a lot of fishing went on here.
For the first time in years. I felt like I was home.
January in 2010. Spacious.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Edith, Eddie, Dawn, and Lewis. These people are all dead. Loving memory of Lewis Finch. A Viking's Belly. A Nordic cookbook. I know of a couple people that would love that cookbook.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Oh god, did he fall into some sort of canning machine? Fucking Christ.
Or how
Yikes.
only one restaurant would deliver to our house. So we had Chinese a lot.
Hey man, Chinese is very versatile. I get the same thing every single time though. General Gao's with Chicolo Maine.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just Too much of it. Like a smile with too many teeth.
Jesus Christ, what an ominous... So ominous. Here, I'm just gonna unlock this door here. I can't unlock the door.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive. A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Like, I saw that there was a door here. I thought that was just part of the door. What is that noise? Barbara.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Huh. Sasquatch. Oh, she directed a Sasquatch movie. Okay. I missed the chair that screamed Barbara Finch.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
I need to break in. I'll break in later. Yo, they just left a huge-ass screen TV.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Sank? Christ. Oh. Words went up in the chimney. Ah, words. Dawn. I wonder what's on TV. Oh, would you look at that? Nothing. I'm kidding. But look at all these books.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Someone left their phone. See, I call bull on that one. Oh yeah, they're
My
probably
mom
dead
was
though.
the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Ah. Gosh, Edith. You need to cheer up, man. Okay, you know what? That was harsh of me. You don't need to cheer up, because your entire family's dead. So I think you have a reason to just kind of be like, murr. Oh yeah, look at that witch costume. How heroic. Okay, it's not that one. Oh, she had one of those power lift chairs from Gremlins 2. Ah! Out the
After
window.
Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
That seems like a real extreme thing. Oh, what?
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Why?
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
For 20,000 leagues under a sea. Does you go to that? You do go to that.
Turns out, My mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Oh, okay. Oh, tea sets.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Yes. Oh. What a absolutely terrifying owl mask. I love it. An ant farm that's long dead. Oh,
I grew
yeah.
up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Huh. Is that a hint to come look at the painting? I don't know if you guys heard that, but that was creaking. I mean, it's a you know what? It's a big house.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
1939 to 1947. Oh, and the dragon. Oh, the dragon ate Daddy. That's. Huh.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner.
Oh.
I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Okay, I'm a little girl now.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it. My Halloween candy was all gone.
Oh, what a fate. That I eat my live fish. I thought about
eating Christopher, but I held back.
Oh, Christ. What kind of little girl is this?
I kept eating and eating.
Oh, Jesus.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Oh, what are you eating Holly for, darling? What are you doing?
And Swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
What?
I I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Oh, I should have caught it.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
They are frozen in place. Why am I a cat? What is going on? Like, I thought I was confused before. But now I'm like...
The babies were all gone.
I'm on that next level confusion.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
What? What?
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl.
What?
All I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits.
Here I come.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Gang, what the hell am I playing?
A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
What? 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 I'm a shark. Shark.
I rolled off
shark.
the cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Nom, nom, nom.
I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Christ. What is this little girl? What is this little girl? Friends of food, but you're not a fish, so...
Grabbed on tight. Oh, but I was so hungry. I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
What? I am an octopus.
Now I was a monster and I smelled people everywhere.
It's Christmas time.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Hello, friend. Nom, 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 nom.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
We eat 'em all.
Belly with a rusty razor, belly with a rusty razor, belly with a rusty razor.
Nom, 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 nom.
Passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Am I getting...
I got closer and closer.
I'm gonna eat myself.
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
The fuck?
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
The fuck?
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
"1937. Sven Finch."
We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
That door.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Conspiracy now. My friend Bigfoot.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Oh, that's nice.
Her room was like a museum.
Oh, she forgot to take her pills. Norwegian folktales. That's gonna come back into play.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Dude was like, "Screw you, Norway. I'm taking my house and I'm finding a new home."
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Joining the great majority.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Ew. All this carpeting for a bathroom. Showers must be a fucking nightmare. Take one step out and... Oh, there you go. Black mold for the rest of ever.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
You don't say. There's a secret in this bathroom by Sven and Edie Finch.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Huh. Nope, I don't want to go in there yet. I don't want to go in there yet. Okay. Calvin Finch.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
I wanted to check out what this door was. Oh, it's all caulked up. Okay. I guess I am going this way. Sven looks like he's up to no good. How much you want to bet that swing is someone's death? Time to squeeze in. Mitten. No, Milton. Fort Calvin. Fort Sam. Oh, these are the kids in the book. Okay. What is that a degree for? Oh, United States Marine Corps. Well, good for you, Sam.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Oh, this kid broke his foot. Huh.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Oh. I guess I'm gonna fly and die. Here we go, kids. Child death. Here we go.
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
"1961. That must have been real rough when we went to the moon. He'd only think about his brother."
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Okay, here we go. Oh,
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
you say that, but wine. I'll go there in a second. Milton. Okay, we'll get there. We'll get there in a second. What is this? Is this back to like the main? Barbara.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Yeah, we already got that one.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Because Barbara's a big shot director. This is probably gonna be the next room I stop in. Oh no, this is Molly's room. Where am I heading next then, I wonder? Probably up. Up seems right.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Oh, I thought she was the director. I guess no, she would be... So much child death. So much.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Happy birthday, Barbara.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly
Ooh.
tale.
Tales of the Crypt.
America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. Her career needed. Unfortunately, hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now
Uh-oh.
that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting. Pension comeback was cancelled.
Not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Right on cue. She reached for the music box.
Oh,
And as she
cell
found
shading.
the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh, really? Really? Friday the 13th?
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Okay, that's father's table saw.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him
What
out,
a prick.
but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
I mean, Walter might be dead anyway. Walter. Walter. Walter.
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
She played her part beautifully. thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
What? Eat it, Hookman.
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet. The Hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
He was in the basement all along.
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her.
Christ.
Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Wow, that's in real bad taste.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Is there like another passage? Oh wait, no, I can get into the basement now.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
It is getting dark. Why have you not grabbed a flashlight? Actually. Oh yeah, that was Uncle
It's
Walter's
funny.
room.
All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
What is down here, I wonder? Can I have a crutch? Or some heavy object?
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot. I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
What? Currently can't see. Oh, thanks. That's
I
convenient.
remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories,
Is that they all die?
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
Ah, canned peaches.
But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Canned peaches.
And then one day, everything just stopped.
2005 and nothing shaking.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
This Jew waited in his basement for 30 years. I cannot actually go and... oh.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly. And Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one more day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Wow.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here. I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Huh.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house...
What else was she hiding?
I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
I guess that's the refuse pile.
Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Christ.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Huh.
But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
Who is she talking
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Am I talking to my brother Milton?
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
What am I looking at here? I think it's a... Yeah, it's a big old, totem pole. Campfire. Why are all these lights turning on next to me?
And when you look at the house, had that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Oh, here's the swing.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Well, you know what? Yeah.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Derpy Jr. and Derpy and Chirpy and Burpy and Furpy and Lurpy and Zerpy. Christ. And Coco, Tucker, Charlie. Charlie was the fish. She was Molly's fish. Oh no, Charlie was a cat. What was Molly's fish? Molly had a fish. I thought it was Charles as well.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Sure. Edie. Sven.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Why is there a red light flashing on it? Why is there a red light flashing on it?
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Oh, it's a buoy. Okay, to mark off so people don't crash.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Yeah, Sam and Gus.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Girl, I hope you have a tetanus shot.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh. I'm prayers.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
I mean, alright.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Oh, thank you for your service, sir. I mean, thank you for your service, fictional, sir. I mean... I would like a flashlight if you do not mind.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? Am I gonna?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? We'll never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are. Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. Hey!
That's a keeper.
Take that.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad. Dad!
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Now keep yourself squared up, elbows down, like we practiced. Whenever you're ready. Great shot, Don. I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay? Sorry, Don. Just gotta reset the timer.
Well, come on. Let me up there.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Oh! Looks like that deer got his last kick in, huh?
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me. Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Doors all cocked up. TV. There you go.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Huh. Gregory. Gregory. John and Gus.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Gregory, it's time to... Hold on, sweetie.
Don't you dare leave a child alone in the tub.
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. Reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination.
What is this game?
Whatever it was, he saw it. Sure made him happy. I know how silly it sounds. But I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw.
Oh my god.
There's so much I don't understand about Gregory. About everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Huh. Alright. Time for Gus.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her. We don't need a stepmom, were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Oh god, am I gonna get squashed by the fucking totem
When
pole?
the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't, until we found you. She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
What is this? Oh. Hooray!
Up to the loft after
Rock
her
climbing.
died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Alright. Don and Sanjay. Well, I saw Sanjay's grave in the yard, so I'm gonna assume it doesn't work out too well for Sanjay.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay. Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Can I access this? Is Apple 1, Apple 2? That was... I believe that's it for this area. Game, am I going the right way? Window. Where do we go from here? Do I climb up this tree over here? Nope. Maybe I missed something in the other place. I guess we'll figure it out. Am I supposed to be over here? Nope. So how you guys liking this game so far? I'm enjoying it. It feels nice to be back. here. Oh, I'm saving again. Oh, okay. Yeah, there was another way.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Down looks like
When
death.
my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Yeah, Lewis rules.
But it didn't last.
Wow, that is a hasty Photoshop job. Oh, my mom's an author. Nice. Odin fit the curse.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Ah, ha, 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 ha. The Unfinished Swan, I see you. The Unfinished Swan is another game I played. Let's see if we can see Journey on the moon. Nope.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Wow, this is a very heavy nod to the Unfinished Swan. This is the music.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
I think it's suggesting that... Oh. Milton was the king. Wow, how very meta of you, Giant Finch. Okay, throw paint globs. I gotta follow the yellow, Hey, Giant Finch, I know you're not watching this because I'm a no-name guy, but I enjoy your games, and I like this whole reference. It's a huge reference. check out that moon.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Hey, the unfinished swan. Yes, he was the king. Ooh, how meta. Oh my god, is that why he disappeared? Is the magic...
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Hang on. Hang on, game. Are you trying to tell me that that game was canon to the entire universe? Because in that case,
searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
that is so interesting. How do I... Oh, that's just a set of stairs there. Okay. Thought there was like an extra door like before. So, if any of you are curious,
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
If the unfinished swan is canon, that would mean Milton painted himself, or painted a door into another world, made himself a kingdom of his own, painted himself a wife, I don't remember what her name was, and then had a son named Monroe.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room, until Mom got him a job at the cannery. Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room, except Lewis. Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
I wonder why.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
The Red King's dream. Huh.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to
His mind began to what? Oh.
wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small. Imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names.
Oh, this is getting real hard.
His head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
Okay, things getting a little weird.
At the cannery.
He's getting a little
But
bit
his
extreme.
chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on. In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen. The queen was on her...
I'm right here, I'm going!
in quest for...
I'm sorry, bitch, you got in my head! I'm not a fucking mother!
Okay. I have no idea who locked it. I don't even know if it's locked.
Give me 2 seconds, Nate.
Okay.
Just give me 2 seconds!
Alright, so I apologize, everyone. But this is where we're gonna end.